Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much to everyone who clicked onto this video, everyone who subscribed to my channel, everyone who liked my videos, everyone who left a positive comment. I appreciate you guys so very much, and may God bless you. And to everyone who hasn't subscribed to my channel, what are you guys waiting for? Please subscribe to this channel if you do like what you see. So in today's video, I am going to be updating you guys on how my week 7 went. So let's get straight into the charts and have a look at how my week went. For the week, let's get straight into it. I'll go through the daily chart once so that I don't have to keep coming back to it. So for EU, we can see that we're in an uptrend. I was looking for price to get to this buy side liquidity. Monday started on this candle right here. So I was expecting price to continue going up until it gets to this buy side liquidity. So on Monday, price opened here and it went up. Tuesday, it didn't quite do what I expected it to do. I expected it to continue going up, but it went down. And then Wednesday, it went up, took out the buy side liquidity, and today I was expecting it to go down since it had taken out the liquidity. So that's my daily chart. So on Monday, on H1, we did not have any. Okay, this is Monday, right? So on H1 we did not have any points of interest. And then on M15, on M15 essentially we didn't have any points of interest, but I actually forced this point of interest here that I've got here that I traded from. This one here, it was like I just needed to have a point of interest, so I ended up telling myself that this is an OB, but there's no fair value gap on top of it, so it's actually not correct. So let's go to the 5 minute to see what entries I took. So this is my 5 minute for Monday. Okay, so basically when the session opened, price went into my OB, which I forced, and then it broke structure here, and then it left this fair value gap. I was going for a long, but I was taken out. And then when I was taken out, price also sort of broke structure and left a fair value gap. And then I changed my bias because I thought that since price had traded above the midnight open and left a fair value gap, maybe my long was wrong, maybe price wants to go down. So I took a short and then I was taken out again. And then finally I saw that no, price is reacting from this there's an OB here, a 5 minute OB, and there's also a fair value gap here. Let me just remove it so you can see clearly. There's an OB here on the 5 minute, that's where price was reaching to, and then it went and broke structure here, and then after breaking structure it left a very tiny fair value gap, and then it gave me an entry. But then I was scared that maybe it might not come back to the fair value gap. Since I lost these two trades, I was kind of feeling like I'm gonna miss out, so I ended up entering somewhere above here, and then I took it up. But if I had entered on my correct entry point, you can see the fair value gap is very small. I would have gotten a 5R, but then I didn't do that. And then on Tuesday, my bias was wrong. I was going for longs, but then price decided to go down, so I saw a fair value gap here. I entered a long and I was taken out. I saw another fair value gap around here. I entered a long, I was taken out. I think I tried to re-enter again somewhere here. I was taken out again. So on this day I lost quite, I think I lost 4 trades, because I also entered again on GU. So let's go to GU and see the trades I took on GU. I first entered this short, which was similar to the one I entered on EU, but as you can see, price had not gone above the midnight open, so I was taken out and my bias was longs, but I don't know why I entered that. And then on this trade, price broke structure, left a nice fair value gap here, but I tried to be fancy and enter from this OB. I wanted to gain more, and my stop loss was actually somewhere here, so I thought I was gonna gain more, but then I wasn't triggered in. But then if I had entered from my fair value gap and put my stop loss here, I would have gotten a 4R, but then I wasn't triggered into this trade, so I didn't enter it. See. And then on Tuesday, my bias was wrong, so I tried to enter, and I entered after the session was closed. This was madness, this was formal, a lot of things going on in my head, and I lost this trade, adding on to my losses. And that was the last time I traded GU. And then on today, yesterday I didn't take any trades, I didn't get any entries. Price just shot up and left me. And then today I entered this trade here. My bias was shorts because price had taken out the liquidity, so I saw this fair value gap. It was trading from an M15 point of interest, and then I entered here, but I was taken out because my stop loss was too tight, and then I re-entered because I realized that my stop loss was too tight, and then it played out. But then I got out around somewhere here because news was coming and I didn't want to be part of the news, so I didn't quite get as much as I would have gotten if I had held on. But as you can see, it played out. And then today I didn't trade GU, I traded US 30. On US 30, on the daily chart, as you can see, we are going up, and then we're in a daily fair value gap, and then I was expecting price to start shooting up. I don't normally look for points of interest for US 30, I just look for liquidity. So as soon as I see that it has taken out liquidity, then I'm looking for my fair value gap and I'm entering the trade. So that's what I did here. I saw that price had taken out some liquidity here, and I wanted to go in for a long, so I saw this fair value gap and I entered, but then my stop loss was too tight, and then I re-entered, and then it played out nicely. Yeah, so basically those are my trades, which was correct. Price traded lower than the open, and then it went up, it came down, and I was waiting for it to come to this H1OB and then to take it up, but then it didn't do that during my session. It actually came in and didn't give me any fair value gap, and then outside the session it gave me a fair value gap, which I see that I actually really did force it, because I normally take a full body break, but I took a week. And then yeah, obviously I lost the trade, and then after the news, price went in my direction as expected. And then on US 30, I was expecting price to go down. I wanted to take an entry here, but I wasn't triggered in. I should have actually entered at the body like I always do, and then I would have been triggered in, but then it wouldn't have hit my target anyway. And then I decided to hold it through the news, because you remember yesterday I closed the trade and then it went into profit during news, and then I was taken out. So yeah, so that's basically it. But on US 30 I still need to work on a lot of things, my exits and my entries. So yeah, so I can't fault myself too much, because I don't yet have a solid plan for US 30. But on EU I definitely went outside my trading rules. So that's basically what Friday's trading was. So that's it for the charts for week 7. So you've seen how my week 7 went. On Monday I lost the first 2 trades. Basically that was because of FOMO, and then after losing those 2 trades, when I finally got my good perfect setup, I entered too early because I was afraid of not being in the trade because of the emotions that come from the 2 trades that I had lost already. So I ended up getting 3% instead of 5% if I had entered at the correct fair value gap. And then GU, I actually didn't get triggered in because I wanted to try and enter at the OB instead of the fair value gap, so that I could get 8% instead of 5%. So I basically didn't get into the trade because I wanted to get an extra 3%. And then on Tuesday I lost all 4 trades because my bias was wrong. But then there I also noticed that I'm trading GU and EU, and basically when I lose EU I'm also losing on GU because these pairs are very much correlated. So I decided to drop GU and start trading US 30 instead of GU, so that sometimes if I'm losing EU, sometimes I'm not going to lose US 30 at the same time. It can happen, but then like if I'm trading GU and EU, basically I know that it's gonna happen. So I decided to leave it alone and then trade EU, because EU I've backtested it a lot and I know how it moves and everything. So then I decided to pick US 30. So now I'll be focusing on EU and US 30. And then on Wednesday I didn't enter any trades, I didn't get any setups. And then on Thursday I did enter 2 trades, US 30 and EU, and both of them were wins. But then I took 2 losses first because I had put my stop loss very tight. So but then it was the same setup, so I ended up getting 5% on both of them, but I lost that 2% because of those tight stop losses. So basically it was a 3% win. And then today, Friday, I lost 1 trade because it was news and I had missed the correct entry point. And then on EU I lost it because I entered the trade after the session was over. I was not supposed to do that. That was against my trading rules. So basically this week I've learned that I still have a lot to work on, especially with my mental age. I should be focusing on the process instead of the outcome, because I find myself focusing too much on how much am I going to, what percentage am I going to get, can I make the stop loss tighter so that I can get more, and I end up it becomes counterproductive. So I need to work on my mental edge and just trust the process and just focus on the process and not be too concerned about the outcome. So yeah, so basically that's what I'm going to be working on this weekend. I'm going to be doing a lot of back testing so that my technical edge is on point. I want to simplify my strategy to the T, to a point where I know where I'm entering before I enter the trade. I know where my stop loss is going to be. I'm not second guessing myself once I'm in the trade. I'm not stressed. I'm not watching my P&L all the time when I'm in the trade because I'm not sure if I entered at the right time or not. I am going to make and simplify my trading plan so that it becomes easier for me to execute. And also, with my mental edge, I realize that it doesn't just start with me controlling my emotions when I'm in front of the charts. I need to learn to control my emotions from before I even enter the charts. So this is what I'm going to do. The night before, I am going to do my end of day markups. After my end of day markup, I'm going to plan out the next day. I'm going to plan out what I'm going to do the next day, because also on Monday, the reason why I entered those first 2 trades quickly and ended up losing them without following my setup is because I just woke up and I was straight on the charts because I slept a bit late. I was tired, so I just woke up exactly when the session was starting. I didn't get a chance to prepare myself for the chart, so I wasn't mentally prepared. So I need to at least make sure that I sleep early enough, get enough rest, and then in the morning I wake up early enough to get myself ready for the markets. I need to do my daily devotions in the mornings. I need to do my affirmations. I need to meditate, bring myself together. I need to visualize how, if the trade is going to be a loss, how is it going to feel? What is it going to be like? If it's going to be a win, how is it going to feel? And see how I'm going to manage my emotions so that when I'm in the markets, when it's happening, I've already practiced it. I already know how I'm going to feel and how I'm going to manage those emotions. So I'm not going to be like stressed and all over the place. I know exactly what I'm going to do. So this week, that is what I'm going to try and focus on. And on the channel side of things, on the YouTube side of things, I'm not going to be doing one long video because it takes too much time. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to be updating you guys each and every day. If I take a trade or anything like that, I'm just going to do a trade recap and then I'll post it. So every day I'll be doing my trade recaps, and then I'll just do one sit down video if I need to at the end of the week. So basically that's it. This week we are going to be working on our technical edge. Starting tomorrow, we are going to be back testing as much as possible so that we can I want to simplify the strategy to a point where it's very simple, it's straightforward, it's not stressful. I'm just going to be entering. I know where I'm entering, and I'm not making too many decisions when I'm in the markets. So that's my plan for the weekend. I want to backtest and understand US 30 a lot more. I want to work on my entries, work on my exits, and understand EU a lot more. I want to work on my entries and my exits and all that. So yeah, and then I'm going to also be working on the mental side of things and changing some routines, changing some patterns that are not good for my trading. So that's basically what we're doing this week. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope everything is going well for you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please stay focused, focus on the process. Don't be worried about how much you're getting and all that. Try to focus on the process. Work on your mental edge. Work on yourself. Invest in yourself. Just be the best that you can be. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. So yeah, see you guys next week, and God bless you. Stay strong, stay focused, stay safe, enjoy your weekend, and God bless you.